Live stream. This is the daily dab at night, Nick at night, fucking the nightly dab, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Get some dabaroons in. Say what's up to you fine people. See how your weekend is going. What's up, Bryson? We Grow Fire, David, Jeff, Pepper, what's good, man? Shout out to Sergeant Pepper of the Research Squad in the house. Oh man, got some fire here, some Los Altos. This is the trim run. Fire. Came out really nice. Stupid wet. Oh yeah. Oh, long weekend here. Let's get it. Yeah, jar number 1. What's up, Rackums? Rackham's in the house. It's always fun finding the right jar when you don't have them labeled. No field goals tonight. I won't be kicking anything out today. I don't think that's the right one either. There we go. Trim looking better than people's full spec. Sometimes it plays out like that, man. And then other times you press some trim and it comes out looking like doo-doo. We're probably gonna crack a fresh jar of Wedding Crasher tonight. Speaking of, this is what we're gonna dab on first, is the Wedding Crasher. Yeah, buddy. That wet ass hash rosin. What somebody said last week, SB&V rosin sounds like wet ass pussy. Other people's rosin sounds like dry toast. Chevy dying, bro. Cheers, you guys. Oh yeah. The Wedding Crashers does it. 425 on the e-nail. Nice and low temp. Pardon me, I'll turn off that fan, get rid of that whistle real quick. fuck, Top Chat trolling me. What are you guys smoking on tonight? What are you doing? You dabbing on, you pressing, are you washing? Like, what's good? Delicious. I feel like there's a little fucking gnat flying around in here, but I just keep catching glimpses of it. Pissing me off. I feel like I'm tweaking. Catch his little ass. Catch him slipping. Woo! Dab in that. Orange Crush. 808 Hawaii. What's up? Chester, what's up? Crescendo Live Rosin. FPV, you're waiting on the press. What kind of press are you waiting on? Yo, would you guys like to see an interview with a specific hasher? We did the Deal Grows episode, hasher to hasher, and I don't wanna let that series sleep. Oh, I found you, cunt. Yeah, bitch, nigga, die. I did the Deals Grows episode with Mr. Deal on budget hash rosin making. You know, if you don't have freeze dryer, a cold room, this or that, how do you do it? Go watch that hasher to hasher episode, and it'll tell you. But you know, I think I should get another hasher in. Dragon House. I can get Dragon House. Every time I try and get Dragon House to do some collab shit with me on YouTube, he gets kind of sketchy. Like he doesn't want to put himself out there completely just yet. Cause I asked him about it, and I'm like, what if I come down to your spot and we'll do a YouTube live session washing from inside your spot, and I'll help you bust out a wash or something. I was like, if you don't want my help, I'll just sit there, talk, whatever. And he was like, I don't know, I'm not YouTube famous like you, blah, blah, blah. So, we'll see. I'm going to try and get Dragon. So, I can tell you right now, off the top of my head, there's a handful of people that I think I have a very good probability of being able to interview. It just comes down to scheduling. So I can tell you right now, Puffin Solventless, I can go with Puffin Solventless. I can go with, honestly, I might even be able to get one with Rosin Evo. No 1619. I might be able to get one with Dragon, for sure with Dragon. Let's see. Who else? Merlin Melts. Most likely George Green Thumb. Who else? Pedro, did I say Pedro already? I'm pretty positive Pedro would sit down for an interview. Pele Polaire, yeah, I could interview Pele Polaire. I mean, Pele Polaire is Merlin Melts. I don't know if you guys are supposed to know that, so don't take. Rackham's, I don't know if he's still in here, but Rackham's will probably be down. Just need to find the time. All of these big hashers that you guys see, well, not all of them, a good chunk of them, I either am able to reach out to directly and they respond pretty quick, or I know somebody that knows them that can get them to respond. What's up, Lost? So yeah, what do you guys think? Who would you like to see and what would you like to talk about? You guys want to see Pedro? Alright. He's gonna be like, alright, but if I do, you gotta let me interview you for mine. Eh? Let's see what he says. I just texted him. Hey bro, can I interview you for my YouTube series Hasher to Hasher? He's gonna be like, fuck, why didn't I ask you first? Watch, I bet you. I gotta get that full new mood mat. I had sent him an old one, the 5-inch ones. Now that I have the 8-inch ones, I gotta send him a new one. I'm not gonna send him no damn terps though. He still owes me some terps. I sent him a lot of runts. I'm still waiting on some critical kush or some shit that he's always flaunting, looking all good. That shit be leaking. They grow that shit so damn well, man. I can't wait to have my own in-house strains that just I've dialed them in and I've ran them like back to back to back, and just something that you become known for, right? Like what Med Grower has this Primal Punch, Symbiotic has their Purple Punch, right? Fucking you name it, everybody has their shit, right? Kush Mints, the cakes. Right, then you got obviously your cookies. Now I'm not looking to breed anything, right? But I am looking to bring something that's not on the current hype train and get it some tension and show that it doesn't have to be a fucking a Gucci, Versace fucking breeder. It could be a fucking Kmart breeder and still be fired. You know what I'm saying? It's all about who's wearing that shit. Not just the gear, it's, you know, who has it. And there's other fucking fire gear out there besides all these name brand hype train shits. So it just gets on my nerves that that's all that you ever see. Fucking Instagram is just flooded with the same strains over and over and over. And then I look at YouTube and everybody's growing the same fucking shit, and I'm just like, bleh. So boring. There's no variety. Everybody has the same fucking lineage and all of their genetics. Anyways, I digress. Glob Mop finally came through. They got all caught up with their work. They hooked it up with a brand new combo station, an exact copy of mine, but brand fucking new. And this is part of the giveaway. It's the Dab Like Me giveaway. So now we got the combo station, a full disorderly conduction e-nail kit with a 30mm deep dish coil and banger from 710 Coils. I'm throwing in a Grav Labs drop down, a mood mat, and some terps. Gentry Rig donated a recycler clear with opals. It's going down. It's fucking going down, son. So that's literally all it is. I mean, you're gonna have my whole setup. You're gonna have the rig, the dab mat, the combo station to hold everything, the e-nail. I mean, I may even throw in some glob mops and some DC cleaner. You know? So, shout out to all my sponsors real quick. Everybody that I just named, they donated all of it. Like, legit donated it. Okay? These are my sponsors. So I hit them up and I'm like, now's the time. I'm ready to do a giveaway. What do you guys want to chip in? This is what I had in mind. Nobody batting an eye. Nobody. Not even Gentry. And Gentry's the only one who's not a sponsor. Gentry is not a sponsor of mine. He's just somebody that I've referred a lot of people to him, but it's not because, you know, fucking I'm trying to get anything out of it. I don't get any kickback. It was just his rig kicks ass. He even lagged on getting mine to me, which kind of pissed me off. But in the end, it's a badass rig and it functions like a monster. So I've referred a lot of people to him, and when I hit him up and asked him if he could do something for me in this giveaway, without hesitation, he was there. So fucking dope, you know? I'm so happy I was able to pull through and get the whole Gentry rig with the 710 Coils deep dish kit. I mean, I got it all ready to go. It's all ready. I've got it. This was the last thing I was waiting on. I've got Pele Polaire terp savers to keep your terps cool. I've got small ones for these little 1/8 jars. I've got a bigger one for baller jars. I've got all different sizes. So it's gonna be a sick ass giveaway. I'm trying to think what else I could possibly even throw in, and I don't think I can throw in anything else. Maybe some little alcohol thingies, but no, they can go on Amazon and get that. This is already, the rig is like a $300 rig because it's clear with opals. The e-nail kit with the banger and all that's like $300. The combo station is $100. That's $700. I don't know how much terps I'm gonna throw in yet. I don't know if I can legally say I'm throwing in terps yet. I don't know if I give a fuck if I can legally say that yet. I don't know how much terps I'm gonna throw in yet. Dab mats, 20 bucks. Fucking, what else? I forgot because the list is so long. DC cleaner, 15 bucks. Flop mops, I don't know, 5 bucks. A bunch of shit, alright? There's a, and this, I forgot. I almost forgot this. Channel cap. Spin the fuck out of those terp pearls. And it's a custom borosilicate 38mm black and gold, hand etched, gold inlaid. The first customs from Channel Caps. And they won't do any more black and gold because it's a pain in the ass. So I got a couple more of these left. So I'm gonna throw one of these in there too. And I think that's all. And these I was going for 200 bucks. So it's fucking a pretty decently sized giveaway. And there's gonna be more. it's not going to be the only giveaway. There's going to be plenty more giveaways. This is just one that, you know, I was doing a lot of smaller giveaways more often, and I felt like, nah, it's not really doing it. Let me go ahead and up the ante and make it a real big giveaway. Something that people are going to want to pay attention to. Something that's going to bring a lot of attention to the sponsors, you know, so it's a good advertisement for them. You check the battery here. 5%. Better not die. Fucking piece of shit. Anyways. So I'm getting caught up on the chat. When and where is a giveaway and how do you enter? Damn, ready? I'm sorry to hear all that, dog. Kid's car getting impounded. Alright, so the mats, you guys can hit me up direct for the mats on Instagram, and I'll take care of you. Let's see. So there's only a limited number of those channel caps I have to see. I think I only have 4 more. But yeah, if you want them, then fucking use them. Let's see. So the live garden review, what's up, Hambone? The live garden review is going to be tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning when I go live for the Daily Dab, I'm going to be live from StreamYard. More than likely using my tablet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite people that want to have their gardens reviewed onto the StreamYard, and I'll add them to the panel one by one. And I'm going to start with, obviously, my members only. And yeah, if you guys want to fucking show your garden and see what I have to say about it, then let's do it. It's not going to be no grow boss. I'm going to talk shit and berate people and make them feel like shit. None of that. It's none of that bullshit. It's going to be strictly, you think there might be room for improvement in your garden and you want my input, I'll look at it, ask some questions, and then give you my input on how I think you might be able to improve, you know, and go from there. It's absolutely 100% a positive zone only, no shit talking. If anybody in the chat starts, like, first off, the chat's going to be members only. And if anybody in the chat, for whatever reason, decides to be an idiot, then I'm going to be quick with that shit and drop the fucking big black band hammer on their ass. So I'm not going to tolerate any of that negative shit. Yeah, fuck that bully. That guy was a clown. Hambone, are you in here right now? Hambone, 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 Hambone. He wasn't here. I saw him. Chef, you can absolutely be first, bro. I would be honored to have you be the first person, dude. I've been watching your garden for a long time. You put me onto the StreamYard. Let's get it. I can't go right now, Chef. What's up, Joe Jax? I'm already streaming from the GoPro. I can't go live again. Tomorrow morning when I come on stream. Alright, since Hambone's here, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little peep show real fast. Don't dry your weed in your freeze dryer unless you have like a tiny amount. Not a good idea. It doesn't work well. It's a pain in the ass. Terps just come flying out of that jar. Hasta Los Altos. Hasta Los Altos trim run. That poop goodness. So yeah, that one came out not bad for a trim run. The terps on it just slap you right out of the jar. Alright. And then here's the last of the tiny bit of Wedding Crasher that didn't fit into any of the jars. Excuse me. Here's the Wedding Crasher. Let's break the seal on this. Oh, I broke my fucking glove using my nail. Ooh wee! Oh man, oh man. It's just like that. Thick ass cookie dough. Man, people are killing me right now. I'm getting like fucking 6 or 7 different people texting me and instant messaging me and fucking DMing me, asking me weird ass questions. Like, it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday fucking night. Are you kidding me? Checo just sent me the first acceptable message that I want to get. Alright, let's go. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys off of the GoPro stand for a second because I want you to see the melt down in the bottom. Okay, actually, damn it, I took off that glove. There they are. Come here, little Dabaroni. Of course, I go to flip it over and it drops. Boom. Let's go. Going on the tip of the fucking Damascus. Alright, let's go. I'm just dropping you guys in. Ready? I'm gonna go for a ride. Clarity, baby. Fire! Oh, guess what I found out today? I talked to Mystic. Mystic is okay. He's alive. I found out what magic toilet water is. That's right.
Like you lost another one. Magic toilet water. 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 Magic toilet water.
Yep, sure did. So, he said, I'm just going to read it because I don't want to fuck it up. So Pedro answered me. He said, holy shit, yes. Right. Let's see, where's Mystic at? So he said, LOL, everyone loves that song. I made it literally for some dude who passed his test when he thought for sure that he had meth in his system and said that it must have been magic toilet water. I shit you not. That's what the fucking text says. So, whatever you guys want to take from that. Bro, if I hit you on the hit, you be okay? What? Bro, if I hit you on the hit, you... What? Chef, what? If I hit you on the hip, you be okay? What? I'm lost. You lost me, Chef. I guess so. I don't know his train of thought. He had meth in his system. Who knows what the fuck that guy was thinking? I gotta get some good questions together. Select phenotype he comes in here, doesn't he? Or is that exotic phenotypes? I don't know. Peace out, Lost. It was good seeing you, bro. I think it's gonna be a good interview for Pedro, but we gotta have some good questions ready. You know? I don't want to not be prepared to have Pedro on. So, I mean, I'm going to come up with a really good assortment of questions, but anything that you guys want me to ask Pedro, if you have a really good question and you can type it into a sentence with punctuation and proper grammar, or at least close to proper grammar, send it to me. And if it's a good question, I'll ask Pedro. But don't send me no fucking dumbass questions, no basic ass questions. Make sure it's a good question. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go live with the StreamYard in the morning, and whoever wants to be on that, all you gotta do is talk up, and I'll shoot you the invite, and you can go live with me tomorrow morning, and we'll talk about your setup and see, you know, what my opinion is of where you might be able to improve. I think it'll be pretty cool. And then following that up, either Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe, we'll get Pedro on, and then we got a lot of garden stuff to talk about. Right now everything's on cruise. The stretch is going on hardcore in the grow room. I mean, the alien OGs are taking off, and some of those Mendos are finally starting to stretching. I was hitting them with the 2 mLs per gallon of the Power SI Bloom, thinking it might be too much, and they just finally started stretching. So I think I'm going to keep it going at 2 mLs per gallon. And yeah, the alien OGs are already up in the 3rd net, passing it, and I'm going to start weaving them through the 3rd net and keeping them at an acceptable height. The Mendo breath is all just now hitting the 2nd layer of trellis, and I will start guiding those colas, you know, to wherever they need to be and tying them off. And then after that, it's just waiting for the stretch to be over. Should be done by day 21 to 24. And then we'll do a defoliation and just let it ride from there. We'll be on cruise control until the end when we start flushing. It'll be a constant PPFD increase throughout the entire grow of about 25 PPFD to 40 PPFD per week, depending on how the plants respond. At the same time, I'll be decreasing the humidity and temperature, and keeping the VPD on a constant swing towards 1.2. So the Mendo breath, the alien OGs are super stretchy. I didn't pull all the reds out of them, and in fact I just added the rest of the reds. I didn't want to throw off the Mendo breath that are also under that light, and since those OGs are OGs, the way that they stack is not like super really thick nug towers. It's more like golf balls spaced out and kind of lanky, taller branches, right? Like a traditional OG. So with that alien, especially since it's just half of a light, only maybe a third of the branches, since I didn't top them, only the real primary branches, what up, Hambone, are going to stretch that much. The rest are just probably going to barely make it to the 3rd net, whereas the primary branches are already through it. So I'm just going to weave those, and I'll just end up with a layer at the 3rd net down to the 1st net full of nugs. Day 21 strip is going to be fucking crazy. Your lights go out at 9, so how we do it? That's why I said hit you on the hop like a pager. Your lights go out at what? 9 a.m. What's up, Tree? Yeah, so the Mendo is stacking tremendously right now, and honestly, if anything, I could probably push for a little bit more stretch out of the Mendo. If I was doing a monocrop and I didn't have any alien in there, I would probably leave them exactly how they are, hope that they don't stretch anymore, and then I would just slam the fucking lights down on top of them. I mean, my lights are like fucking 2.5 feet above the plants right now, except for the Alien OG, they're like 6 inches away. But the Mendos, the way that they're stacking, honestly, I might end up slamming 5 of the lights down and leaving the Alien OG one where it's at and just cranking up the intensity. It looks like it can handle it because it's taken everything I've thrown at it and some, and it's just sitting there like stunning, just fucking bing, just straight up to the light. It doesn't matter. So honestly, I'm not afraid of the alien getting whatever. It could get ignored, it could get whatever, you know, secondary treatment just from, you know, being next to the Mendo. I'm more concerned with the Mendo. The Mendo is a little bit more finicky and seems like if you don't give it the right amount of heat, it's not happy. It doesn't like to be like on the cooler side. It likes to be on the warmer side so far. And it doesn't like the high intensity light. Isn't that weird? It's so weird. The Mendo right now, they're probably getting about 800, 850 ppfd average. And I feel like I could bump them up more, but I just barely pushed my EC up to 3.2. And I'm waiting for them to get a couple of really good drybacks with this 3.2. And that's going to give me a lot of information about if I need to increase PPFD. Because, like, check this out. Let's say you're feeding at 2 EC and your lights are at 800 PPFD, right? You're pushing a certain amount of demand on the plant, right? So you're going to say, all right, this is how hungry you are. This is how much I want you to drink, right? And when you do that and you have the medium or the incoming EC at a certain amount, it's gonna create a pattern of drybacks, right? And then when you up the EC on the ingoing nutrient solution, it's gonna change a lot of things. Not just what the actual EC is in the medium, but it's gonna change the uptake as well, right? So, for example, let's say you had any deficiency going on with your old solution. Now that you've increased the overall EC, you might have a new element that is the deficient one. So you might have a different problem, right? There's just so much shit. You focused on the apple fritter behind the alien. How's your apple fritter doing? And then here's the other thing is like, so at 800 ppfd, and you're pushing 3.2 EC now, you might not be pushing enough uptake, right? You might not have enough demand on the plant, so now you're gonna have buildup, right? Whereas if you increase the ppfd, right, you're gonna put a higher demand on the plant. You're gonna make it do a higher rate of photosynthesis, which is gonna require more nutrients. It's going to uptake more, and it's going to balance out the rate at which it's drinking the water and which it's actually absorbing the nutrients from that, you know, solution. So sometimes you actually just need to increase the intensity of the light to help the uptake of what you're feeding the plant. And so it's important to watch the plants as you increase the ppfd. You have to watch. Typically, PPFD is your number one thing that you're going to fuck with to change the demand on the plant, right? So higher PPFD, higher photosynthesis rate, right? along with that, you have to do other things. You have to increase the nutrients, the EC. You have to increase the CO2, right? And you have to increase the volume of your feeds typically so that you can keep old stale air pushed out of the medium and refresh the pH and temperature and all that other shit. Yeah, dog. Shoot me some videos. I'll show them to the stream, Ambon. Yeah, it's weird. The aliens are underneath the DHU right now for me. But underneath my DHU doesn't get a lot of heat. It's more because the heat's blown out of the side. So it's blown to the side, and then the Schaefer hits it, and the Schaefer blows it across the tops of the Mendos. The other Schaefer catches it, blows it across the tops of those Mendos, and then by then it's back to the aliens, and the AC has cooled off everything by then. So I don't know. When I check my leaf surface temperatures lately, I'm pushing anywhere between 77 to 79. I'm not pushing very high on my leaf surface temps right now. I'm only pushing 83, 84 degrees in the room, you know, and I'm only on day 13. I could still be pushing 85 degrees in that room, no problem. But from what I'm seeing, I'm not going to change shit. The alien's already throwing trikes on day 13. Fucking kidding me? It's crazy. The Mendo doesn't have any. Some of the Mendos have a little bit. But, man. Let me see. I have a picture that I took of the alien earlier that just, it caught me off guard. Like, check this shit out. I mean, it's day 13. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's go. So I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to change shit. And then on top of that, the way that it's stacking is just bananas. I feel like the alien definitely I could make stack way harder, but it needs way less red. Way less. And it's funny because, like, let's think about this. I gotta turn shit down because I can't think when I'm listening to his music. So my whole thing has always been kind of follow nature and history of nature and geography and all that shit, right? Evolution. And use that to help you. Oh, excuse me. Held that one in. And help, tired. And let that help you learn about the cultivar you're working with. So, for example, OGs typically don't get a lot of red light. Typically, a lot of these OGs that were bred on the coast of California are not from, you know, where you get a whole lot of red light. You know, it's typically more like overcast days, a lot of like that bluish, whitish light, you know. And when I throw it under the same lighting as the Mendo, it stretches a lot, right? And I haven't grown either of these, to be fair, but just looking at them comparatively, the alien's stretching way more, to where I feel like if I were to pull all the reds out of it, it would change the morphology completely. And it's too late to try it now, but I feel like on my next run, when I start the monocropping, I really need to start my spectrum testing rather than fucking around with nutrient companies, because there's way more potential to be had in dialing in spectrum tuning than there is in nutrients, because nutrients, basic shit. It's just nobody's paying for lab tests. You start paying for a lab test and it becomes so motherfucking simple. Oh my god, no more guessing. You know what the problem is. No more chasing your tail. There's no more dialing in a recipe. No. You get a couple of lab tests done. Within 1 to 2 runs, your recipe is going to be so fucking solid, you're not going to have to change it much. At all, you know? But that's where I'm getting right now during this run, is my nutrient feed is going to be fucking perfect by the end of this run. And that way, by next run, when I run the monocrop, I could start fucking around with spectrum tuning one side completely different than the other. And science told me by October, November, they should have the Generation 2 Raging Kush out for me to start testing it. So hopefully I'll have one of those to start testing and be able to do some good shit with that. Oh, my back, fuck. Thug Pug Mendo crosses. Thug Pug kills it. I hear nothing but good shit about his gear, to be honest. I'm about to put a little UV fucking catch light in here for the little gnats that get in when I come in through the garage. Just send them to my IG, bro. You're gonna take my old Kush? You can buy them from me for sure. If I don't end up using them, I might end up using them though, because I'm trying to set up another spot. I would like to, but fuck, man. It's hard. It's fucking setting up another spot for somebody like me is hard, because I don't have friends. I'm too busy for friends. Friends is how you make more spots. I just got me and my business associates. Yeah, dude. I'm hoping like the testing goes good with the Gen 2 Kush that they send me, and if it goes good on the first run, then I'll probably have them send me more to outfit the room before they release them to the public, because I want to have my whole room like completely swapped out first before the public starts getting them. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Shipping. I have no room in my backyard. I have no room. I got the pool back there, the barbecue area. I'm trying to put a playground back there for the girls. And we have all the fucking dogs. What's up, Michael J? The Nightly Dabaroni, that's right. Yeah, man. I want to have the whole room suited and booted, because I already know all the features it's going to have. I actually should probably set some money aside, because that's going to be a pricey upgrade, probably. I mean, even I don't get that shit for free. Let's be real. I might get 1, 2. I might get 2 out of it, but the rest I'm gonna have to buy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I need to get my wash shed. Jawa Not, how do I contact you? What is your Instagram? We need to talk ASAP. Remember I told you I'm trying to make moves? Dog, I move at a fucking million miles an hour. Let's do this. I'm trying to talk. Yeah, you can text me, Chef. I can't take over the garage. It's not gonna happen. Alexis, I don't even know where you're at. I forgot. Nah, I'm gonna set up a wash shed in the back, right outside the garage here. It's just gonna be over the winter. I gotta stack some bread for that. I'm trying to. I have so much shit I gotta save up money for. I got Christmas. I have both my girls' birthdays coming up. I've got. Fuck. Everything. I got a lot. Yeah, I gotta. That's why I'm hoping that this harvest or this run goes smooth right now in flour too. I can't really afford any hiccups because of all the shit that I have planned. And I'm hoping that these cultivars that I have in there right now are some really good washers, and that I'm able to hit some 20% on them. I mean, I did with the runs, so that'd be cool. All right, let's see. I don't have my tablet in here, otherwise I'd use that. It's still coming through, Hambo. Unless I muted you or something. Nah, it's still sending. I'm baked off that last dab. That was a whammy. Whammy, no whammy, 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 no whammy, whammy, no whammy, no whammy, whammy. Yeah, MX, I mean, for what I need, it's not really worth it to get a grow pod. I could just buy one of those sheds, you know what I'm saying, that they come pre-build it, or I could build it myself. They even have ones that are insulated and all that for like $2-3 grand. Cause I don't need a big one. I just need like a 6x10, 6x12, nothing big. So usually they don't come finished on the inside. I'll have to do some finish work on the inside, but that's whatever. I got an uncle that does flooring. I know how to do drywall and insulation. And then, yeah, keep it nice and simple. It's just gonna take some time because I got so much shit coming up. We got Halloween, yeah, then comes Thanksgiving. So many holidays and birthdays. And I gotta try and stack some bread before tax season comes. You never know when fucking Uncle Sam comes what they're gonna try and pull. So I tried crop salt on some shit, and Perfect Grower hit me up and said, "Oh, I heard you tried you're going with crop salt." I don't know who's on that fuckboy he said she said shit. Let me trying to go and run and tell on me. I'm not fucking switching to crop salt, you fucking narcs. I'm gonna run crop salt in here instead of Athena to finish out this run, because Athena's mixing is taking me like 45 fucking minutes to mix up this 100-gallon reservoir. I can't be taking that long to mix up a reservoir. It's basic nutrition. All of the fucking companies can do it. It just depends on if they decided to put the research in. Apparently Athena's mixtures are all fucked up right now, and I'm not dealing with that. So I'm not gonna run Athena the rest of this run. They're not paying me to run their shit. They're not paying me to advertise for them. That's why I stopped tagging them. They're not hitting me up to fix the issue. Perfect Grower, I was gonna switch to their newts, but he told me not to switch mid-run because they use biostimulants in their newts, so don't switch right away. So I started to run Perfect Grower in my tester tent, which these clones are getting prepped for. So I'm gonna be running Perfect Grower in the tester tent, and then I'll be running crop salt the remainder of this run in here in the big room, as well as in the veg room. And then once I determine whether Perfect Grower is dialed in or not, I'll move it over here to the big room and I'll do a side-by-side with crop salt. Crop salt versus Perfect Grower, which one is easiest to use, which one is most accurate. Personally, if I had to give you my opinion, Perfect Grower is probably going to be the one I go with, based off of the fact that they take a scientific approach to everything. When they were troubleshooting my issues with Athena, they were the ones that helped me with the labs. Daniel, their co-founder, is the one who ran or created the HydroBuddy calculator. You know what I'm saying? Like, their shit is all science-based. It's run by scientists. You get to talk to them. They'll explain shit to you. And so if your shit isn't dialed in, they'll figure out why. Not just like, oh, you might have to just feed more. That's what Athena told me. Fucking kidding me? Really? Like, I'm not a noob grower. Come on, show me some respect. Give me a little bit of troubleshooting here. But none. So, yeah, crop salt, I like so far what I've mixed with them. It seems very straight to the point. The salts are very dry and don't seem like they're gonna have any issues. They have a sealed bag which seals with a thick Ziploc, and they're perfectly clear. They don't use any color additives, which to me is very like, why the fuck are you adding color additives, Athena? Why do I have this bright blue core with this, you know, powder that sifts everywhere in the air? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Their ppms aren't where they're supposed to be. So it's like, I'm probably gonna go with Perfect Grower, but crop salt's looking good too right now. They have a couple things that I am concerned about, and I'm gonna keep it 100% with you guys like I always do. So crop salt, here's this. They might not like it, but I don't really give a fuck. So when I asked crop salt, I'm gonna pull up the text because I don't like to get shit twisted and missay things. So crop salt. Yes, I said missay. That probably wasn't even a fucking word, but so I asked him. I said I was thinking of switching to crop salt on the big room now. I'm about I'm about out of the part 1 anyway, and I'm sick of mixing newts, taking 45 minutes since I have to correct the ppm ratios as I mix. This is in regards to Athena. So I said, are there any adverse effects from switching now? I'm pushing 3.2 EC in my current feed and would like to maintain a high feed as these ladies are hungry. Next res change is yours is if everything checks out. I'm using Xeritol 2.0 and Power SI Bloom as additives, but that's it. So he said, no adverse effects at all, run it, you won't have any issues. I'm like, all right, cool, next res change is yours. But then I started thinking, no, that's foolish of me to just trust another company. I need to verify. If they truly have their shit together, they should be able to give me a specific breakdown of exactly what ppm value I should expect from that, grams per gallon of their part 1 and their part 2. So I asked them a couple questions. What's the recipe for the 3EC, and do you have a ppm cross-reference for that recipe? On the backs of the bags, let me grab one. Or on the front of the bags, I should say. They give you this. Veg A, Veg B, and then that's it. Grams per gallon. But what the fuck does that equate to? What is this 3 and 2? What is that gonna give me? What's this 4.6 and this 3.1? That's the 7 gram recipe everybody already talks about, 7.7. What is that gonna give me? Right? What is all this shit gonna give me right here? There's no way for me to even know what the total EC is gonna be from this, let alone what this Veg A ppm value is gonna be or Veg B ppm value. Same fucking problem as Athena. So, he says, I don't. Hold up. He says, so if we need to mix higher than what's on the bag, we either mix for higher gallons or multiplied by what we want to increase. I think Veg A and B will be about 6.45 and 4.35 grams per gallon, and Bloom A and B will be around 7.15 and 3.65 grams per gallon. Okay, well guess what? That's definitely higher than what's on the bag. So their highest feeding that they recommend isn't high enough. Guess what? I already have that problem with Athena. So he's like, I'm like, yeah, the back of the bag didn't help me unless I missed it. He's like, those numbers will be close to 3 EC, give or take. So I'm like, there's no total EC value for the rows of grams per gallon on your bags. And he said, our first labels had EC, it was a nightmare. Everyone has different water and the messages were too much. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, all right, well, cool, I understand, but I'm gonna bug you a lot, so bear with me then. He's like, all right, got it, shoot him always. So I told him I was gonna mix some 1 gallon and 5 gallon testers and record what ppm each part adds, and then give them, see if they're consistent with each part as well as the totals. So then he said, to be honest with the elemental ppms, bro, it's been years since I even looked at those numbers. Our recipe hasn't changed in 7 years. I said, all right, well, I would love to have any info on your newts that you can release. I go over a lot of the finer details on my streams and videos, and people are going to want to know why I'm switching and what the details are with the newts. The first mix went well though, and the newts seem very dry and the bags seal well. So he said, I understand for sure. My stance on that is to not really speak on ppm to ppm ratios. We went down that road a while ago and it brought nothing but negativity from that crowd, mainly the Jax guys. We are all well above 1-to-1 nitrogen to calcium. We are the only line I am aware of that has multiple sources of calcium, which when I talked to Perfect Grower about, he said plants don't give a fuck what form of calcium it is. Maybe one of them dissolves better for you, one of them sits better in your medium. He's like, but the plants don't give a fuck. Calcium is calcium is calcium, right? And that's, yeah, when you're talking about water soluble, available nutrients, that makes sense. So that's kind of like a sales gimmick. And the calcium that they have in there that is different is they have calcium nitrate, everybody has that. and they're running on calcium carbonate, which calcium carbonate is in the oily canned earth juice, which can precipitate out of solution and clog drippers if not mixed properly. So he said, we are the only line I'm aware of that has the multiple sources of calcium. We are no gimmicks, but also not full disclosure on recipes. Hope you understand where we're coming from. Another company dropped over 300,000 trying to duplicate our line and couldn't figure it out. Since then, we went quiet. We also have much more sulfur and magnesium than anyone else. Our labels are guaranteed minimums only, which is true of all companies. So he said that they see 3EC sometimes on tap or well with the 7.7 recipe, but I'm like running RO that's super clean, so that's not gonna do it for me. So he told me that they've been bum rushed by Athena users the past couple weeks, and I guess I get it with the issues, but anyways, isn't that some shit? It just seems like I don't like not having transparency, and if you're transparent with your shit, it's because you're confident in it. If you're not confident in it, like if it's such a secret recipe, you should be able to patent it. You've had it for 7 years and it hasn't changed. What the fuck are you doing that you can't release the details on it so that people know what the fuck they're feeding their plants? That doesn't make sense. That shit's not gonna fly, especially in the next 5 to 10 years, as more and more people get put on to lab testing their shit and it becomes available to more and more home growers. That shit definitely isn't gonna fly. They're like, oh, we haven't released our recipe, and I'm gonna mix your newts right now with the recipe you gave me and send that shit to J.R. Peters and have them analyze it. Say word. They'll reply with exact ppm inputs of everything that's in there. Fuck you mean some company? That shit costs $40. Some company spent $300,000 trying to replicate your recipe, and it costs $40 to get that far into it? Come on, man. You could fucking reverse engineer a recipe by knowing all of those details and looking at the bag and knowing what the guaranteed analysis is. Just sounds like gimmicky sales pitch fucking... They're I don't know. I don't want to say too much. Fuck it. It just sounds like they're sucking their own dick. Companies that have to say flashy shit like that, they're just... You don't have to do that. Sell me on the science. Like, come on. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man. It's like going to a fucking dealership and you're like, why is this the fastest car on the lot? And the guy looks at you and he's like, it's got flashy red paint. What? Why is it the fastest car on the lot? Like, tell me, like, what's up with the engine? It's fast. Ugh. That's how I felt having that conversation. Like, I just wanted basic information. Don't tell me you can't give me information. Just tell me the information you're able to give me. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's just don't make no fucking sense, man. It's like, alright, I show every process that I go through to make my hash. You guys see it from start to finish. In my shitty little room that I probably shouldn't show everybody, I show you guys. Because it's transparency, because I have confidence in my craft. if you have confidence in your shit, you don't necessarily gotta flaunt it, but if somebody asks you, you should be able to confidently speak about it in more than just fluff words. Yeah, I've seen the front row AG feed charts. You want to go see my fucking Lowe's tote full of front row AG nutrients that are solid as a brick? I'm not gonna fuck around the front row. Are you kidding me? You come out, alright. You can use front row as a dehumidifier. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Even with the delayed fucking chat. Yes. My man fucking DC laying down the facts. Fucking front row is alright. Here's my beef. Here's my beef. I got a beef with everybody, huh? Here's my beef. Oh, I think my wife texted me. Okay. I gotta pull up my kids, hold on. Alright, so here's the thing. With front row, they came out after FloraFlex, and if I recall correctly, at least I came upon them after FloraFlex, and they were claiming you don't need CalMag. Alright, I'd been down that road already with FloraFlex. I'm like, alright, whatever, let's see. I get it. Bag is supposed to be like the new bags. It took Mango extra time to get them in and shipped because it was supposed to be the new bags with no issues. I got like half my bags were the old bags with problems, unusable, unless I wanted to scrape them out of the bag, which front row suggested they're still usable, just scrape it out. Nigga, I just paid and waited. Like, what the fuck? No, give me this shit I'm supposed to get. Like, I legit got the old packaging. Anyways, so from there, they sent me the new packaging. And then the old packaging shit just turned to straight bricks after a while. It turned to oatmeal and then bricks. And then, as I was mixing it up, because it was absorbing so much moisture, everything was just off on the ratios. And then, turns out, you definitely need to fucking run some CalMag with their shit. And I'm like, yo, why am I running a nutrient company who claims that I don't need CalMag and this is specially formulated, blah, 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 blah. But then I still have to run some shit. Like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm not going to stay faithful to them. I'm going to go on to the next one. So that's what I did. And now we're at Athena. I've gone through FloraFlex, I've gone through Front Row, and I've gone through Athena. And I've taken the time to dial every single one of them in. I know how to work each and every single line. But the point is, you shouldn't have to. At this motherfucker, I'm gonna get you, bitch. At this point in the game, these nutrient companies that are coming out that are supposed to be specifically formulated for the crop that we're growing, especially because now everybody, I won't say everybody, but most people are switching to LEDs, commercial included. So it's like, how are you gonna have all these nutrient companies coming out saying they're formulated for the latest and greatest? No, they're not. Athena was formulated under HIDs with jungle boys in a commercial setting, right? Like, that is not realistic for 90% of the growers that I know, because 90% of the growers that I know are not commercial growers under HID. They're bomb-ass craft growers at home with LEDs. Is it going to work the same? Probably not. It's going to take some adjustments. But with that said, there is a basic plant nutrition out there that they say is, acceptable ranges. That's what they compare on lab results. Anyways. I might have to go upstairs and check on the kids. I don't know if their cameras are working. I just said my wife a GIF. She's the GIF queen. Oh yeah. IGDM. This is Hambone. Hambone, 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 Hambone. This is the alien, I could tell. I could tell. Yep. That looks exactly like what my alien's gonna look like in about 10, 12 days probably. Somebody do the fucking foghorn. That was not a good foghorn. Oh, that Wedding Crasher did me in, son. That big old fucking dabberoni. Killing it, Hambone. You're killing it, dog. Oh my god. I wish my room could look that good, but it's not that good. It's not that good at all. It's half as good, if I'm lucky. You go in your room a lot with the green light, huh? Oh, official, I didn't even see your tangent because I was on top chat, so it's cool. "15 minutes to your birthday? Fuck it. Happy birthday, dog." I don't go in my room unless I have to with the green light. I've learned. Cool. Pedro said, just let him know when I'm ready. I wish I could dab with some of the people that are snobby about the color of rosin. Some dude had the nerve to say that this right here looks like it would make him gag. So first off, that's what your sister probably said. And second off, you're an amateur dabber. If this fucking beautiful golden amber fucking rosin turns you off. This is not even like dark. Like I could show you dark rosin. This is not dark. Fucking one fat dab of this shit would probably send these motherfuckers crying home to their mommy. And it's crazy how snobby some of them act. Fuck. Can't work out this kink in my neck. It's killing me. Yeah, I don't know. That dude be tripping. Tripping. Anyways, you guys. I'm about to call it a night. Go inside, find me some munchies. And I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. I gotta stage the giveaway shot with all the giveaway stuff. And